Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Owls offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Purdue's offense has the ball for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them in there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad...
There he goes! Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to the ground game on the left. Gets it past the marker. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. Makes the grab on the left side. Turning on the Jets. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Out of the gun, the inside give. Breaks the tackle. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Across the 45. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Purdue! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David.
He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Complete downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defense. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
The Boilermakers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Boilermakers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. When you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going.
Breaks into the open, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, and making something happen.
Second down, he'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Steps away to find some room. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he got loose. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here's the handoff. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. This offense doing business in the red zone. He's got it on the right. Quick step and go. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Max looking for the goal line. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. just enough time for one final play in this half. Surging forward on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. On the move and looking deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Boilermakers! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on!
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. And his first pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. unleashes one. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll pull it down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Ramsey. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the left. Running to Green. Picks up the first down. It's a running room. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Rookie kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Use the play fake, now to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Quick strike complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He's taking a deep shot and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just